Hi and welcome to ida.books. I'm Ida and I am not buying my books today. So I am doing NaNoWriMo this year and I was thinking of vlogging my experience of doing NaNoWriMo. Both because I thought it would be fun and because I think vlogging will sort of hold me accountable to actually get some writing done. I've been working on this book for far too long with just not really making any progress. What I'm writing is a non-fiction book about entrepreneurship and specifically women who are entrepreneurs or have started their own businesses. My goal is not to write 50,000 words because I will also be doing a lot of research, but my goal is to write as much as possible during this period. I'm still currently unemployed. I will have entire days to write, but that might change at any moment during this month. And yeah, we'll see. I won't be writing like 24/7 either. My plan is to try and write during the days, and then during evenings I do have other things to do several nights a week, and then weekends will be, well, if I have time to write, I will write. If I have other plans, I won't, basically. So today is Thursday, November 1st. I have been on a walk, and then later today I will go bowling with my brother and grandmother. And tonight I have a meeting, so I will be getting some writing done now and then after lunch for a few hours. That is my plan for today. I'm not talking very loud because my partner is still sleeping. We were up late last night playing board games with some friends. Not very late, but like I didn't sleep that many hours. And yeah, that is my first update. So I will update you again later today. So it's 10:38. And I have written about 800 words. I have done some, I'm not sure what it's called. I printed out some papers that I'm gonna look through. It's a questionnaire that I made, and I'm gonna go through the answers and analyze them and take notes on what I found. But now in a short while we're going bowling. And yeah, that's what's happening right now. It feels good. I've written quite a bit. I also read some stuff first, because I'm not writing the book alone. I'm writing the majority of it, but then I have a few entrepreneurs who are writing their own shorter texts about their own journey and their own experience being entrepreneurs. And so that is what I have been doing. I thought I would show you my setup. So this is what I have working with. I have two laptops because I'm working on Google Drive. I can have all documents on both computers. I write on one and I read on the other, so I can like check back to my notes and stuff. And then I have this little board. It's very unclear, but it says written words, and I have made 7 lines because I had about 3,500 words written when I started the NaNoWriMo. And so I have now written another 800 words, so I'm gonna make another line. Hello, it's 3:40, 20 minutes to 4, and I have written many words today. So I wrote about 880 before I left for bowling, and since coming back I've written another 1,500 words. So I've written more than I needed to today, which feels good. I might do some reading for the book now, or I'll just take a break and do some, what's it called? Leisure reading. I have written quite a lot. It feels good to be on my way this well already. So overall I have about 6,000, almost 6,000 words. I hope the rest of the month continues like this. I will see you probably tomorrow. Good morning. It is November 2nd. I just took a shower. I'm about to start writing. Plan for the day is to write as much as possible, as many words as possible. And then next week I will go through a little bit what I've written and look through some books and write some from that. But the goal today is just produce more text. It felt good yesterday writing more than I was supposed to, so I got very far. I'm gonna try to write more today as well, so then I don't have to write as much this weekend because I'm having a Harry Potter marathon, and yeah, well, that takes a while, so I won't be able to write as much this weekend. That is what I'm going to do today. I realize the lighting in here is terrible, but you're just gonna have to deal with it. Now it's 4:30 in the afternoon. I've been writing almost all day. Before lunch, which was actually quite good, I wrote about 700 words, 750 maybe. And then like before lunch I took a break and did some reading, and I finished a book. Now after lunch has been a lot slower. I've written about as much as I can get out of my interviews and my questionnaire, for now at least, and so I thought I would start looking through some of the books I have to read, and that just makes me so much slower. Some of the books are difficult to read. I tried to read one on feminist theory. I'm not really agreeing with the language, so I gave up on that one. I'll read that one another time. But now I'm reading a book about like inspirational women, and that has been good. I haven't got as much information from it as I could have done from another book, but at least I've written all my words. The last 200 words were really slow, but now I'm done for today. I know I said I should have written more to compensate for this weekend when I won't be writing as much, but I just feel really slow right now, so I'm not gonna do that. I hope Monday will be a good writing day. But like I said, I probably won't write 50,000 words. If it continued like these 2 days or like yesterday, I could have. But because I have to do so much research and read so many books, I have like 18 books lined up that I have already taken notes from some of them, already know like pages that I'm gonna read, but I still have like 18 books to look through to see if I find anything of value. That is the problem with non-fiction. I mean, I realize there's a lot of research in fiction as well. It just feels really difficult right now. But I'm gonna get through it. Monday is new day. I might be writing something this weekend. A friend is staying the night tonight. Probably Saturday night as well. So I probably won't do as much writing, which is here. But yeah, I will be watching some Harry Potter. I will do some more reading. I'm gonna go buy dinner soon. I'm still thinking of sushi. It would be nice. Maybe, or hamburger. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go to the store anyway. I've written 7,561 words. Yeah. And so I have 15 lines on my board. Now I haven't updated you since Friday. This weekend I didn't write anything as I said I would. I was watching. I said I wouldn't. I didn't write and I said I wouldn't. So yeah, I had a Harry Potter marathon Friday night, and then all of Saturday, and then Sunday I was just not really doing anything. I had a meeting, but other than that I was just chilling at home. Yesterday, Monday, I was supposed to write, but I just had a really shitty day, so it didn't happen. Today I have not written as much as I was supposed to. I've written about 850 words, and I've started working my way through some of the books that I'm doing research from, and so writing is slower because of that. If I spend, you know, more time of the day to actually write, I would have written more, obviously. What I've done now actually feels quite good. So tomorrow I'm gonna try to write even more. Tonight I'm going to, I keep calling it meetings. I'm not sure what to call it. I'm gonna meet some friends tonight, and then we'll see if I want to do any writing when I get home. Otherwise I do it tomorrow. I will also be working out tomorrow before lunch sometime. I also need to apply for some jobs still, so I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow because I need to get a job still. I've been doing some reading instead today. I've been reading some manga. I follow a few series online that I haven't read in a couple of months, so I decided to procrastinate and read some of those. So I will try to be better at updating you and writing tomorrow. I think I said I was gonna update you more often, and now it's Thursday and I didn't vlog anything at all yesterday. I also only wrote like 400 words yesterday. I was procrastinating a lot, and I know I shouldn't, but that just sort of happened. But today I've been writing. It's currently 12 o'clock and I've written like 1800 words, like 1798 I think. But that means I have now written 10,000 words! Woo! I just crossed 10,000 words, which means I might actually get to like 30,000 during this period if I continue actually writing every day. That feels good. I will spend the afternoon applying for jobs because I still don't have a job, and do some reading. I think I am currently reading so many books, but what I want to read right now is Renegades by Marissa Meyer, which I started last week, and it's really good and I'm so excited. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do this afternoon. And then tomorrow is Friday, and then I'm gonna try to write some more. And this weekend I don't really have that many plans. Saturday I think is completely free, so I'm gonna see if I can do some writing then. And Sunday I'm meeting with my sewing group, and then it is Father's Day here in Sweden, so we are having dinner with my partner's parents. So Sunday is a little bit more full, but on Saturday I can get some writing done, so that feels good. So I will talk to you again maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. Oh, also I probably do some recording on Saturday because I have videos planned for this Saturday and the next, but then the Saturday after that I don't have a video. But that week will be really full for me, both with writing NaNoWRIMO, but also I have shows that entire week. I'm part of like a theater musical group, and I'm sewing and doing makeup for that, so I'll be busy basically every day that week, at least like Wednesday to Sunday. So I need to pre-record that video and probably the video after that, because I'm not sure, I don't remember. I'm gonna record some videos. Hello, it is Friday. I just had lunch. This morning I went to look for a job and it went quite well. Well, it's a very big if, but I might actually get a job there, at least a part-time job. So that feels good. And now I'm gonna get back to writing. And it felt very good writing yesterday, so I hope that I find something to write today as well, so I can keep this up. Hi, it is past midnight. It is a quarter past midnight, so it's Saturday morning. I just got home. I thought I'd update you on what I've been doing today, and after getting home around lunch I did some writing. I wrote a few hundred words, and then I picked up a book to try and find some information there I could write about, which turned out to be a complete waste of time. I did write a few like general lines about it, but I read like 80 pages and I didn't find at all anything that I found useful. And so that was a waste of time. Then I wrote some other stuff, because while I was reading I had some other ideas of what I wanted to write, so I did end up getting about 1,000 words written, which is well, first of all, 2 more notches on the board. Yes. After writing that, I had a bit of a stomach ache, so I went to lie down, and then I had dinner. And after that, we went to some friend's house to play board games, and we played some Zombicide, and we played some Mystery. It's Mysterium in Swedish. We played Unstable Unicorns, which is just a great game. It was fun. I made plans with a friend to do some sewing together on Tuesday, so Tuesday will not be a writing day, but I will try to do my best the rest of the week, next week, so I can spare that day for sewing. I haven't missing it because my sewing machine is like right here on my desk. I didn't want to put it away, even though I want to focus November on writing. I still want to have it there in case I want to use it. And so we're gonna spend all Tuesday sewing, and it's gonna be so much fun. And yeah, and now I'm really tired. I'm gonna wash off my makeup and I'm gonna go to bed. And then tomorrow I will be recording some videos. I will be probably start editing this vlog, so I don't have like hours and hours of material to go through. Probably get some more writing done, we'll see. I don't really have that much planned other than that tomorrow. So hopefully I'll actually do some writing. Hi, it's Sunday, about 12 o'clock. I was planning on editing the video I filmed yesterday. I only filmed one because I looked through my schedule, and I only need to film one now when I have time to film the other one later. So yeah, I'm gonna edit that one now and maybe start editing this vlog. Yesterday I didn't end up writing anything because after I filmed my video I decided that I wanted and kind of needed a day to just do whatever I wanted. I haven't had that in a while. I had a lot of like days off, so to speak, since I've been unemployed, but I still have a lot of things I have to do and a lot of like responsibilities hanging over my head. And so I just took yesterday to do literally nothing. I played some Overwatch, I read a book, and yeah. Oh, I also watched Inception. It's a very good movie. And so now I'm gonna edit the movie, and then I have a sewing meeting. That is what I'm gonna do today, and then for dinner we're going to my partner's parents' house. So I won't be able to vlog anymore today, and I won't be writing anything today either. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Hi, it is currently 11:20 at night, and I have written like less than 300 words today. I was gonna write, but it just wasn't a good day at all. So I've mostly been playing games on my phone, a bit on Instagram and such. So after not writing this weekend, I updated my app. I'm using a Write-O-Meter. And so now I need to write 2021 words a day. And I think that's just stressing me out. So what I'm gonna do right now is change my goal to 30,000, because I think that is more manageable. Even though I said before that I didn't think I would write any more than 30,000, I still want my goal to be 50. And if I change to 30,000, it will give me a much less number of words to write per day, and that might feel more manageable, especially considering next week I won't have any nights to write on. I have to write during the day. And so if I do that now, maybe I can get some writing done this week. I might feel less stressed, and so that's what I'm gonna do, because I won't be writing anything tomorrow, probably. Tomorrow I will be sewing with a friend first, and then I have a meeting, and then I have a makeup session thing. Group meeting, I don't even know what it's called. I do makeup for theater, same as I'm sewing for, which I talked about previously. So I thought I'd change it now, then on Wednesday when I can write again, it will feel more manageable and not, I won't be as stressed about it, I think. Now I only need to write 953 words a day, and so that feels a lot better. If I write about 1,000 a day, that's manageable. Look who hasn't vlogged in a week! Yay! I said, I think Monday was the last time I vlogged, and I said I was gonna be sewing with a friend on Tuesday, which I did, and I made a dress and I made a shirt, and we had so much fun. And then Wednesday through Friday I was literally procrastinating the entire time. I barely got to the computer. Friday I was sitting by the computer just watching YouTube videos, and around lunch my partner called and he was like, are you gonna like write something? And I told him I didn't really feel like it, that I was thinking of just lying down to read, and he said that maybe I should do some more sewing, and I was like, yeah, okay, I can do that. Not really excited for anything, but I thought, yeah, that would be fine. And so I made so much stuff. I made a pair of leggings, I made a dress, I made underwear, and yeah, I sewed so much stuff, and it was fun. I spent the entire afternoon doing that. And then this weekend we have had rehearsals for theater, I mentioned before. Yeah, so we're premiering on Thursday, the 22nd, and so this weekend we had rehearsals the entire weekend. So I've been doing makeup on the actors, and I've been sewing and planning for this week. Sunday night I was there until 9 o'clock at night, and when I left they still had like a few smaller things to do, but there wasn't enough to do for all of us, so I got to go home. We spent a lot of time on that. And then yesterday, Monday, we moved in to our on our stage to the theater, and got all our scenography, got all our stuff like backdrops and costumes and makeup and everything like that to the theater, where we'll be practically living for the next week. Today I actually have nothing that I need to be a part of, but from tomorrow, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I will be there every afternoon from 3 o'clock, and then the entire weekend. If I'm gonna get any writing done this week, I'm gonna get my shit together and really actually write. And no, I think I actually did write like 200 words Friday or Thursday, I don't remember. I did write like 200 words at some point this week, which I haven't written down anywhere, so that will count towards what I write today, I guess. So the plan for this week is to do as much writing as possible before lunch every day, and hopefully get my word count up a little bit. I really don't think I'll be reaching 30,000 words anymore, because I'm at 12,000 right now, and it's like 2 weeks left. We'll see, maybe inspiration hits me this week. We'll see. Now I'm gonna continue reading Where Good Ideas Come From by Steven Johnson. Read about innovation and see if there's anything in there that is interesting for my book. So I'll be trying to do some writing now, and maybe if I'm in a flow, continue tonight to get them as many words out as possible, because I haven't updated my app in a while. It's actually stopped giving me reminders because I just kept ignoring them. Now I all of a sudden once again need to write 1645 words a day. At least I've written something. It's more than I had a month ago. So it's been about an hour and 20 minutes since I last updated you, and I think one of the reasons this is going really slowly is because as I'm working with the text and as I'm like researching and writing and all of that, I feel like the focus of the book is changing. When I first started writing this book, the focus was very much on the difference between men and women in entrepreneurship, because basically all of the literature we had in my program at university, where I studied cultural entrepreneurship, were written by men, and all the examples of entrepreneurs were men. And so I wanted to explore the women in entrepreneurship, to see like the differences in how they work and what they do and what their opinions about entrepreneurship is. But as I'm working with it, I'm moving more and more towards just writing about the women and just completely ignore this entire other part about comparing them to the men, because I find that to be unnecessary. If I can just write a book about women in entrepreneurship and what they consider entrepreneurship to be, I can present a different perspective on the term without having to myself compare it with other literature. So I have borrowed a bunch of books on women's studies. I just started reading the introduction of this one, Women, Power and Resistance, edited by Tess Coslett, Alison Easton and Penny Summersfield. And I read the introduction and I just feel like it has really nothing to do with what I'm writing anymore. And while it's really interesting, I just feel like it's not relevant. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do, because I was gonna go swim this morning but I didn't, so I think I'm gonna go now and swim and just leave this for 2 hours and then come back and like spend those 2 hours just trying to think about what I want to do and what I actually want to write about, and see if maybe when I come back I can look through the books I've already skimmed through and see if I find anything more interesting about the actual entrepreneurship and opinions about entrepreneurship, rather than going into the women's studies part, the feminist theory. I think that's what I'm gonna do. This wasn't a very productive hour and a half. I read a couple of pages, but if it doesn't feel relevant, I just get annoyed with myself. It feels like I'm wasting time. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna erase any of the other stuff I've written about feminist theory. I'm gonna keep them for now, and then when I'm done with this month, and when I'm done like writing some kind of draft, I will print out all the pages and I will read it through, and I can like copy and paste in real life the parts that I think belong together and the parts and other parts, and like try to build chapters in that way. Swim now and then get back to this later. I have a plan. I went swimming like I said I would, and I had a thought that I would narrow in on the theory about entrepreneurship being a set of personality traits, like curiosity or being innovative and things like that. And so I can name each chapter after one of these traits and discuss that from the material that I've read and collected. And I'm not going to rewrite everything like that now, but I'm going to create another document where I put down the most common traits that come up in the study I made in the query, and yeah, and try to keep that in mind when I read, is my plan. And maybe that will make me more eager to do this, because now I have like a goal, I have a plan, as well as actually knowing what I'm looking for in the texts that I read. So that is what I'm gonna do now for like an hour or two before dinner, and yeah, I'm excited. I hope this works out. Once again, I haven't been vlogging in a while. It is now Friday the 30th of November, and well, it's safe to say that I failed completely at NaNoWRIMO. I just thought I'd do some, just tie this whole video together and tell you what has happened overall. So I went into this thinking not that I was gonna write 50,000 words, like I said before. In no way was this gonna happen. I knew I had a lot of research to do. What I did do differently this time than last time I tried to write, because I have done this before, not in NaNoWRIMO, I'm trying to write like a lot in a short amount of time, is that I started from a different angle. Last time I started with doing the research, which meant that I started with the boring part. Don't get me wrong, I love reading about feminist theory and queer theory and all of this stuff. It's just that I don't know where to start. I don't know which books to read first. I don't know how to get into the subject in an easy way. Add to that most of the books on that specific subject is in English, and I have really no problem reading in English, but academic works are already hard to read. And so add to that it's a different language, it gets difficult. I get very slow at reading, and I get very annoyed with myself very fast, and I also get very bored very fast. So this time I instead started by going through the interviews and the questionnaire that I made and write about what I found in those that were interesting and connecting that to what I've read before. Because I have read about entrepreneurship and other books from school that I have had a lot of use from. And that's why I wrote so much the first few days. But as soon as I ran out of that type of material and I had to start researching again, I got stuck again. What I've written is about 12,500 words, and I'm very pleased with that, because it's more than I've ever written before on this particular project. And I have formulated a plan for what I want to write next. The challenge will be to actually continue writing. Because since last time I updated you last week, I can't even remember what day it was. That entire week I spent at the theater, so every night I would come home at like 11 o'clock at night, and I would be too tired to do anything. So Wednesday night I got home late, and I went to bed straight away, and then Thursday during the day I had some time to write, and I did do some reading, I think, yeah. Then Thursday night after the premiere we had a party, which I always go to because it's fun, there's food, and we get our medals, and I came home at 3 in the morning. So Friday I didn't get up until 11. And then I left early for the theater because I figured I might as well eat breakfast there. I didn't think I was gonna get anything done in just like 4 hours. I could get a lot done in 4 hours, I just wasn't feeling it. It's not an excuse. I realize it's a terrible excuse. But that was what I was thinking. Saturday we had 2 shows, one at 1 o'clock and one at 7 o'clock. So we started with hotel breakfast Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. I had makeup, the first person I was doing makeup on was at 9 o'clock. And then I was in makeup until 1. And then the first show started. And after that I had things to do, other people to do makeup on, and I helped people, and there was a lot of things going on backstage, as well as I didn't have my computer or my books with me. Between the shows we eat, and then it's like refreshing the makeup and getting ready for show number 2. So, didn't get very much writing done either. I got home around 11. I started Sunday at 12, I think. I was once again there early. I had breakfast there before my first makeup session. And yeah, spent the rest of the day there. I wasn't home until after 12 o'clock at night. And this week, I just never got back into it. It's like after spending that entire week at the theater, I just forgot. It was like in the back of my mind, I knew I had to do it, but it was just never a priority. So I spent this week doing not very much. I did get a haircut today, actually. You like it? I like it. It's not so unreasonably long anymore. And you can see both my eyes. So this week has been really slow. Yeah. But I have a plan. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna skim through some more of the books I have, decide which ones I think I'll find some useful information in, and return the rest of the library, and go through, probably print out all my pages, go through all the information I have written down and what I can find in the books, and then categorize them after these 11 characteristics that I've chosen. So what I'm writing about is entrepreneurship and what defines an entrepreneur. And I have come to the conclusion that when talking about entrepreneurs, a lot of people talk about different characteristics the person who is an entrepreneur has. And so that is also a mindset that I've had for quite a long time. I just haven't been able to decide exactly what I think, because a lot of people have a lot of different theories about being an entrepreneur. But I think I decided on that. And so each chapter will be about one of these characteristics, like ambition and creativity, and I don't remember the rest and I can't translate them. So anyway, so what I'm gonna do is take the information I already have and put them into those categories, and then from that formulate some kind of actual chapter text thing. It's my plan. And I'm gonna rewrite the entire... Sometimes I think I'm good at speaking English. Sometimes I suck. I'm gonna rewrite not the foreword, not the prologue. I'm gonna rewrite the first part of the book. I started writing on like my motivations for why I'm writing this. I'm gonna rewrite like how I'm formulating my theories and stuff. That part, and I'm gonna get to the rest of the text. So that is my plan. I'm also thinking of contacting the people I interviewed for a second interview to follow up, because I have a few more questions and I have a few more things I'd like to talk to them about. So that might be what I do after Christmas, because it feels like a little too close to Christmas to do it now. So I'll contact them in January. I'm not gonna stop writing just because I completely failed this month. I think November is a bad month to do this because of the show, among other things. It's usually always either the week it was or this week now. So, and it's a lot of other things going on in November as well. And yeah, so I'm gonna continue writing. I'm gonna get better at that. I'm gonna try to set aside like 2 hours every day where I write, when I work on my texts. Hopefully I will get better. Hopefully I get some kind of routines where I'll actually do what I'm supposed to do. I'm just been hoping that getting a job will help me take back control over my time, over my free time, because right now all my time is free time and it's really not helping anything. But it's been very slow on that front. But I just thought I'd wrap up this video. If I hadn't already planned to make this a vlog, I might have just scrapped it because it feels like the entire thing is just useless. But maybe someone will watch it and think that what I had to say helps them. Or maybe you're just interested in what I'm writing about. That is all I had to say. I completely failed at NaNoWriMo, but I still got something out of this experience. And it feels actually kind of good. So, I will see you in my next video. If you want to subscribe, please do. I upload on Saturdays. You can follow me on Instagram. I rarely upload there because I forget. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm more active there. You can follow me on Goodreads if you want. I'm trying to use that more. I think that's it. Yeah, leave a comment. Let me know how you did in NaNoWriMo, if you participated or if you're gonna participate next year or anything like that. It would be fun to discuss your experiences. And I will see you next time.